Hi, and welcome to the Gen Con studio. I'm Rudy Rudenberg, and we're going to play some games here, because the whole point of this studio is to give you a little demo, a little taste of some of the awesome things you're missing by not being here at Gen Con. Or, if you happen to be here and you're like hanging out in line waiting to go into like, I don't know, Critical Role or something, and you're like, wow, what other stuff is going on? We're going to give you a little bit of taste so you know what to swing by in the exhibit hall when you have free time and you're not stuck in line. So with me today here, we're going to go down the line starting with Jenny on the far side over there, and we're going to tell you either who we are or what we are or where we're going.
Hi, my name's Jenny Bosis. I'm from the Gen Con filming crew in LTTV.
I'm Luke. I'm also with LTTV at Gen Con.
And I'm Sam Waller from Slugfest Games, and we're exhibiting at Gen Con, including this wonderful game, Tales from the Red Dragon Inn.
Now give us a little, you were kind of like filling us in on the backstory of where Tales from the Red Dragon Inn come in, but it's got a long history.
Oh, it's got a bit of a history. So Slugfest Games exploded onto the scene with a game called Red Dragon Inn, which is the game about what happens after the adventure. You've slain the dragon, gone back to town, and are trying to survive the after party of a wild night at the Fantasy Tavern. That game's been around for, I think, 12 years now. And the characters have slowly evolved into something iconic and recognizable, and to the point where we have cosplayers showing up that we didn't pay for. They just are like, we love your game, and we love your characters, we'd like to know more about them. And they would ask us for dungeon crawls, so here's the dungeon crawl. It's those characters doing their day job, the stuff they do before they've completed slaying the dragon, going back to the tavern.
Sounds good to me. Let's play some games.
All right.
What do we need to know?
What I've set up here is the just stopping by for a pint. Our kobold friend is a little tinker named Wrench, and he's built a mechanical goat that he thought would revolutionize the trade industry for booze.
Clearly.
He's strap on barrels and barrels of ales and fancy beverages, and then send it on its way, and it climbs the mountains, it gets back to you, and you get to get those shipments in. Well, unfortunately, the beer goat was captured by bandits, and Warthorn Redbeard, the owner of the Red Dragon Inn, is very angry that his last shipment of Dragon's Breath Ale has gone missing. So it's our jobs to go retrieve the goat, as well as the Dragon's Breath Ale and Holy Waters. So, what we've done is our rogue, Gurky here, has snuck us into the back of the Bandit Tavern, where they send the drunken bandits, and we're going to catch them by surprise while I get the beer goat going.
Great job, Gurky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with Fiona here. So you will be leading us off as the fighter. You are also Fiona the volatile, so you're really easy to jump the gun. So you kick in the door, and you're going to perform some actions for us.
I feel like I'm being labeled.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's go.
On your turn, you get to perform 2 normal actions, and that is written on your card. So you have various ability cards, as well as abilities on your player mat. Wherever you see action, that is an action. And you can also perform 1 bonus quick action, and you have a bonus quick action here. You've got some bad guys to go run up on. What would you like to do first?
Fight me.
Fight me. So, when you use an action, you go from the top down. So, it is a range 4. So, at 4 spaces away, you pull 1 target 3 spaces towards you. And I will warn you, don't step on the yellow track, because I'm setting up the goat and we're not exactly sure what it's going to do. So
Okay.
It looks like every bad guy, both the bandits in black and the troll in blue, are within 4 spaces of you. So who would you like to pull over?
Well, I have no idea what the numbers on the top mean, except for possibly like just to differentiate turns and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to pull bandit number 2.
Number 2.
And yeah, so fight me, punk.
All right, it's going to move 3 spaces closer to you, which happens to be 1, 2, 3 spaces closer to you. And
So
now he's adjacent.
That's a cooldown.
So that'll be on cooldown, so you get 2 tokens for that.
Okay.
And when those cooldowns run out, you will be able to use the ability again.
All right.
If it didn't have a cooldown, you could use it again right now.
Okay.
All right, what would you like to do for your first action?
I think for my first action, I would like to. What is this sometimes when you're attacked?
We'll deal with that when it comes to it.
We'll deal with that because I mean, I feel like I'm about to get attacked regardless.
You might be attacked very soon.
Okay.
You might want to go ahead and give it some follow through with a nice straightforward attack.
Okay, that was going to be my option if I couldn't, tank it a little more. But sure, why don't I just melee attack it with my standard action?
So, you're going to give it some follow-through. That's the one built into your board.
Follow-through.
It's a melee attack, which means you attack a thing adjacent to you.
Sure.
And you're going to roll the first attack die of the game.
And this is very specifically because there is one die on it.
Exactly.
So, just so you're aware. You're aware.
All right, you rolled 2 swords. That's 2 points of damage to number 2. So go ahead and take 2 damage and throw them on number 2 right here. You're going to be in charge of all the little guys that
I'm in charge.
Speaking of charge, I think you should charge.
Can I still charge?
Yes, so one more action, you have an ability called Charge, which allows you to move first and then make an attack. And I'll remind you, you're our tank, so...
Yeah, where do I want to move to, though? Like, I feel like I'm in a pretty good tanky position.
That's not a bad one.
So I think that maybe this one.
All right. So you're going to show them the best defense.
And then what did this remove?
That would remove cooldowns from your shield. So you kind of want to wait until you've used your shield. You could just use your basic attack again if you like.
Yeah, let's do that one.
All right. Another 2 damage. You're really good at this.
I do good jobs of
so you
rolling
can
dice.
flip over a 1 and it'll be a 3.
Boom.
Conveniently.
You've never played D&D with me, but there's a reason I'm the Dungeon Master.
Oh, excellent. Well, he's not rolling critical hits. After
You
Fiona...
want to give them a chance.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. After Fiona, we're going to have Deirdre go next. Deirdre, you are a priestess. Now, that doesn't mean you're the heal bot. That means you want to also get up in their grill because you're going to be throwing down temporary hit points and shielding wards and all sorts of fun stuff like that on us. You have a couple of unique abilities there. One, you'll notice that you have your quick action, the Goddess Does Not Hesitate, is a charge ability. That means that you can use it back to back to back, and it'll never go on cooldown, but you can only use it 3 times because it only has 3 charges. You also have the first burst attack available to us, and that allows you will be the grace hex on that action, and every affected space will be the red hex on that action. So what would you like to do first?
I think I want to start with my quick action.
Okay.
The Goddess Does Not Hesitate.
A nice quick move. So that allows you to leap 3 spaces. When you leap, you ignore everything in between, so you can jump over, jump right over bad guys or tables or anything like that.
Or skip class.
Yeah, so I'll leave 3 spaces.
Okay. You can also leap less than 3 spaces if you so choose.
Can she leap onto a table?
She could leap onto the table if she wanted.
And it also says I could heal 2 to myself or an adjacent ally, but nobody is
harmed yet, so you just get the quick movement option. All right, so that'll spend a charge. And what would you like to do for your actions?
I'd like to use my basic attack, Divine Strike.
Okay.
It says it's a ranged attack of range 2,
Yeah.
and it's 1 yellow dice.
Excellent. So any target within 2 spaces, who would you like to hit?
The blue troll.
Hitting the blue troll, because, moving the troll away from you would be good. So you rolled a lightning bolt. A lightning bolt means that your attack was so impressive, we get inspired. So you add a die to the momentum pool, and that becomes a common resource that we could all take during any time that we roll dice.
Beautiful.
So you also deal 1 damage, but you like to push them in the path of the yellow, onto the table, or in the path of the yellow this way.
I'll say in the path of the yellow.
This way?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, and he takes 1 damage. You are going to be in charge of the trolls.
Okay.
So 1 damage to number 1. And what would you like to do for your second action?
For my second action, I think I would like to... I I'd like to use my graceful step and
Yes.
just move 4 diagonally.
Okay, you'd like to be here?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. All right, that's your 2 actions. Gurky, you are next.
All right.
Gurky, you have a number of the same things that Deirdre has. You have a charged ability, which allows you to throw ranged attacks, but you'll run out of ammo eventually. You also have a special ability called Backstab. So whenever you attack an enemy adjacent to someone who isn't, who's a friendly figure, you get your Backstab bonuses on all of your abilities.
Okay.
Now, what counts as a friendly target? Well, any of us playing the heroes, as well as the beer goat. So
Beer
anyone
goat.
adjacent to a player or the beer goat or Pookie, and we'll get to Pookie later, counts as adjacent to a friendly target.
I want a beer goat.
So that's you have backstab on everybody except for this troll.
Okay.
So what would you like to do, sir?
I think I'll use You Won't Catch Me first.
Okay,
To
so
leap
you're going to do
forward.
a quick leap to get all over this stuff because there's a pile of people all over the place.
Is this
That's you.
mine.
1, 2, 3,
Why on the
4.
table?
Onto the
Alright.
table. He's the table man. All right, so that's going to be a cooldown of 3. Deirdre didn't use any of her cooldown abilities, so she's going to have all of her abilities available to her soon. All right, and then for your second action,
All right, I'm just gonna use my basic sneaky attack.
basic sneaky attack. Do you want to try and finish off number 2? He's
Yes.
only got 3 health left.
Sure.
All right, go ahead and roll that yellow die. 1. Oh, I should have told you to take that. Shh. We'll pretend that you took the momentum die with that attack because you were so inspired. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
You do 3 damage, plus 1 for the backstab, which happens to be lethal because they have 7 health. And he is eliminated. Now, you also rolled another lightning bolt, but whenever you take momentum dice, you can no longer contribute during that action.
Okay.
That is your 2 actions. You could spend your minor, but I would advise against spending your item yet.
All right.
All right. It is now my turn. I'm the wizard. I was tinkering with the beer goat. I finally got it going, and we're going to see what it does. Deirdre, can you roll one of those purple dice for me and then place it on the matching symbol on the goat? So that'll be in yellow. Oh, good. Boom, right there. What is it going to do? Could you read it for me? No, this guy right
Yeah,
here.
it says drop a dragon's breath ale. Advance leap 3 on the route. Leave a fire trap in each space the beer goat leaves.
Okay, so when the beer goat moves, it's going to lay fire everywhere. That'll be good for us because we're not in its path. So the beer goat's going to follow this path. The goal of this scenario is to escort the goat all the way to the X without it dying. It has 20 health, so we should not let it die. I also have a familiar, and my familiar Pookie is a little unpredictable, so we're going to see what he's going to do. He's going to charge right in and try and damage something.
Go Pookie.
Go Pookie. So he's going to leap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stand right next to this big old troll and hit him for 1 yellow damage. And for 1 damage. So 1, please.
So we've been friends for quite a while.
We have.
And I know that you actually named Pookie after me
Oh, yes.
because you knew about my girlfriend before I left for Iraq who used to call me Pookie.
Aw.
Yeah, right?
What a heartwarming story.
Well, you knew about that.
I absolutely did. From our minutes of knowing one another.
Right, and her name was Zoot, so... or
Oh,
Zot,
Zoot?
So,
Zot?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It made sense.
100%.
Yeah. So, okay, so you've gone.
So that's Pookie.
Okay, Pookie's
Yeah,
gone.
I'm just going to
And
do
Beer
some-
Goat's moving.
Beer Goat's going to be moving, but Zot the Wizard also gets to move.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk around a little bit and get to this side of things and stand behind the priestess because she'll throw up a shield or something on me or something like that. And then I'm going to do a nice simple arcane bolt at the troll. So 1, 2, 3 spaces away, a yellow die, ooh, into all of the other dudes, and the troll takes another 1. So
Oh,
we're just going to
that's
flip
3.
that guy over. And there we go. And now the goat moves. So the goat's going to go 1, 2, 3, land on the troll, and push the troll back, and then leave a trail of fire in each space that it left, which happens to be 3 damage and 3 damage. to number 1 and the troll.
Another 3 damage.
Yes. And that's our surprise round. Now, the goats landed on us on a key space, and red keys often open red doors. So we have another troll and another bandit who are going to be attacking us. And they finally sobered up enough to actually try and threaten us.
I like to scold the goat.
Oh yes, the goat is ready to just dive in and Leroy any challenge.
Leroy, any Jenkins available?
Exactly. So, starting with Deirdre. Starting with the start of the round, each hero with abilities that are on cooldown removes a cooldown marker from each of those abilities. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Then, Deirdre, can you roll a purple die and assign it to each of these characters? So the bandits are going to do the arrows. And this is how our game does random artificial intelligence for our enemies.
Yeah.
So we will know what they're going to do. We're just not going to know in what order they're going to do it. And also for the beer goat, because he will also change what he's doing.
Now, do they have like a single malt goat as well?
They might have a single malt goat. He's definitely got some liquor bottles hanging from his chinny chin chin. All right.
Which are my favorite kind of goats. The chinny chin chin guys.
The chinny chin chin goats, especially when they're carrying crates of booze.
Explosive booze.
In this case, very explosive.
Yeah.
It's self-immolating booze.
Yeah. It's great for your intestines.
Oh yes, it'll clean you right out. So we have our initiative bag. I don't have a bag with me, so we've just got the initiative pogs. We know what the bad guys are going to do. We just don't know when they're going to activate. We also have pogs in this pile. So the first player to activate is going to be me, Zot. Almost as though I planned it that way. I totally didn't.
The inflection in your voice tells me otherwise.
Pookie is going to do his third action, which is taunt the enemy. So he's going to leap 2 spaces, and I think leaping onto the table would be good. I'm just going to go with 1 space. And contribute a die to the momentum pool for us. Yay! Thank you, Pookie.
So he got, contributing the momentum die is part of the 3.
Is part of the ability,
Got
yes.
it.
So he just
it wasn't
adds
because you took 1 space instead of 2.
Correct.
Right.
Good question for
I
the
just
crowd.
wanted to clarify.
Oh, he's good at
Because
the
not everybody
demoing.
can read the thingy.
True.
So,
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take that die myself, like all greedy-like, and I'm going to use a bolt of force on the 2 bad guys right next to me, because I feel like they shouldn't be there anymore.
yeah.
So my bolt of force, the good thing I took that, will deal 5 damage total. So I believe there are 5s. Here you go. And it gets to push the bad guys. And we're going to go 1, 2 next to Pookie, and 1, 2 next to Gurky. And then I will put the cooldown markers on there. And I will go ahead and meditate to remove 2 cooldown markers. And just kind of hang out back here. Because, you guys got it.
Yeah.
You guys got it.
I have a
Speaking of,
question here.
yes.
So your flame that you've got over there that the goat dropped.
Yes.
Now that the 2 NPCs are out of the way, should we put more fire in that path?
No, they were consumed when they lit themselves on fire.
Okay, but the other one stays.
The other one stays. So
Alright.
if we can
So it's like a
maneuver someone onto it, exactly,
Sure.
it will explode. Speaking of exploding, Gurky, you're up next. I happen to push a guy right next to you.
Okay.
How convenient.
Go exploding Gurky.
I'm gonna use just a little hit and run.
That seems good.
All right.
All right, so it looks like you're hitting Bandit 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
You hit for 1 plus 2, so 3 damage to Bandit 1.
Cool. Maybe we want to roll where we don't get into the no-fly zone.
That's true.
Just
Because we could have been lying the whole time. You did get a lightning bolt, so you add to the momentum pool. Thank you.
Okay.
And what do you do after you make that attack?
I move 4.
Ooh, repositioning.
All right. I'll go 1, 2, 3 up here.
But it wasn't a leap, so you got to go
wait.
around
I
them.
do.
1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, the table's 2 spaces to step onto. So
Oh,
you
wait.
will end here. That might be bad.
Do you want to take another path?
I might take another path.
You can walk through the goat.
Oh, I can?
Yes, the
Okay.
goat is a friendly figure.
Okay.
So you could go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 or 4.
I'll
He
go
said
here.
not to get into the line of fire.
Oh.
But the goats, that's a good spot. I like that spot.
Yeah, that seems safe.
All right, that's on a cooldown. And what would you
Alrighty.
like to do for your second action?
Oh, I'll just use my basic attack.
Oh, but no
Oh,
thing's
wait,
next to you
nobody's
again
next to me.
anymore. You do have a ranged attack.
I do. I will use that.
Excellent. Who are
so
you
I
targeting?
take one of these off, right?
Yes.
I'll
Looks like you could
target
hit either number
number
ones.
one.
So troll
Goblin, or yeah, troll number.
Troll number 1. You roll a lot of dice
Alright.
with this attack.
Woo!
So many.
Alright.
Oh, there's a new symbol.
Or we could be lying.
What is it?
Or we could be lying. Those are critical hits. Those dice explode and roll again. So you've dealt 3 damage already, and roll those 2 dice again. With 2 more symbols, excellent. You are a great help, because now I get to explain what happens when you roll lightning bolts and there's already dice in the pool. Did you roll more lightning bolts than the number of dice? Yes. You contribute another die to the pool.
Okay.
Thank you. Someone's next attack is going to be huge.
Now, is it just 1 since there's 2 lightning bolts?
Is just 1. So anytime you can contribute any number of dice to the momentum pool, you only contribute exactly 1. It's just progressively harder to add up to that 3rd die, because now you have to roll 3 lightning bolts.
Sure.
All right, that's 5 damage to
okay,
the troll.
So hold on, let me clarify.
Yes.
So then if he had only thrown 1 lightning bolt in this, you
Then
would not have
no
added
bonus.
another die. So you have to
Exceed.
exceed the number that is currently in the pool.
Yes. All right. Hey, that's a lot of
Done.
damage. That's more than 14 damage, and you've just murked yourself a troll there.
Alright.
Good
All
work,
right.
Gert.
Good
Thank you.
job. Fiona.
That's me.
One time, you know, we are so flabbergasting. That's the correct word. These bandits that they don't know what to do with themselves. Fiona, what would you like to do? Everyone kind of ran
now-
ahead of you.
Yes, well, because obvious.
You were planning this the whole time.
Well, and I'm a woman, so I'm never late. I am going to charge,
Okay.
because that's 5 spaces up to
I
troll
believe
number
so.
2.
1, 2, 3. It's even 4 spaces. Unfortunately, you don't have enough to step onto the table.
Well, that's fine. I don't need to necessarily, right?
No.
So I will charge up.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I will drop my cooldowns on my chargy.
Yeah. So what else happens when you charge?
I
though?
get 2 die.
2 dice.
Now, here's the question for expending additional inspiration die.
Yes.
Can I expend more than 1?
Absolutely.
So
you
I
can
can
run
pick
the
both.
whole pile,
Good.
and I think you should.
I shall.
All right. So momentum dice are strictly better than the normal attack dice. All faces are better.
Leave that one there.
Oh, look! One of the momentum dice exploded. So that's 6, but re-roll that one.
Okay, and it's 6 because we have a 3er
Yes.
right here, and then both of these would have donated to the pool if I did not use the pool.
Correct.
currently. And then a single on that one,
Yep.
and rolling one more.
Oh!
Gives us another 3, so 9.
So 9 total. That's a very unhappy troll. I'm sorry, I'm stealing your job, Gertie.
Okay.
That is a quite unhappy troll. He has 5 health left.
And then I think probably my action. See, I don't need to rush into battle because I've already done that one.
Yeah.
Catch my breath. I could remove one of
cooldown
each of
marker.
my batteries, and then or I could just attack an adjacent one. Now, based on the information we got on the last one, the troll seems to have more health than I could do damage-wise for the next attack.
Correct.
So, strategery.
As noted on the board here.
I was trying not to.
No
do
problem.
that, but strategery-wise, wow, that's impressive out there.
Woo!
Battle music. So I will go ahead and take. I'll catch my breath.
All right.
So that I can be ready to taunt
Excellent.
in the event that somebody gets in trouble.
Okay. And fortunately, it only removes from one of your.
Oh, it's just one.
abilities.
Yes. My apologies.
So you'll remove it from the fight me. Got it. Would you like to taunt
Actually-
them over now?
Actually, I'm going to leave that. Oh, no, I've used my... That would be 2.
That's a quick action. To taunt.
Okay, but I charged.
Charge for an action.
Quick action is taunt. Yes.
Yeah.
So
So you can just aggro everyone and then really get beat on.
Which sounds wonderful to me. Well, they can't... The bandit back there can't move.
He's going to have a very hard time trying to get to you.
Okay, if I were to taunt, I can pull 3. Can I put them wherever I want to if I do that?
They must move to adjacent spaces
but
that are
anywhere,
closer to you.
Anywhere within threat?
Yes. So, and it'll be one at a time. So right now he would go to here or here, and then he is now adjacent and would stop. So unfortunately, you can't have him run all the way to you and then pass you into the fireplace.
Oh, I can't put him in
I
the
know.
fireplace. Then I don't think I... So here's... Then knowing this, I will leave that there, and I'll take
Pull
the
it
one
off
off
the
of this.
charge, yep.
Yeah. And I will...
Maybe-
So then... That's it, because I've used my charge, which is one
Yeah.
action.
And then you took a breath.
I used my breath.
All right, good stuff. Let's see who's going next. Deirdre, our heroes all went first again.
She's my hero.
All right. So
Still, no one's damaged.
that does make it a little harder. The first thing I'd like to do is use my graceful step and move 4. And I
Okay.
believe you said I could pass through
You
the
could pass
goat,
through
correct?
the goat.
So I'd like to move 1, 2, 3.
That looks good. Oh, I think I know what you're going to do.
I think I might. And if I combine my next thing and like, wait, nobody's taking any damage. Never
Yeah.
mind. Then if I also use a basic attack,
Yes.
then I'd like to attack the number 1 right here.
Number 1. All right. That seems good. Can we get a 2? We can! 2 plus 5 is 7. He is defeated.
Arg.
And you get the style points of pushing a guy who isn't even there anymore. All right. That's Deirdre. And now the bandits will finally go. So the bandit actions is I'll get them. He's going to advance 4 when a monster advances. That means they will move to a space that is legal to exist in, that is adjacent to a hero. So in this case, he will step onto the troll space, can't end his movement there, and then step onto the table because he doesn't want to step into the fireplace.
Is there no... it doesn't take him a certain number of movement to get onto the table?
It does
He just
take him a
gets-
certain amount of movement to get on the table. So he spends 2 movement to climb onto the table, but he had 4 movement to spend.
Okay.
So he's going to take his 2 steps, or it's going to go 1, 2, 3. He is now ending his space, ending part of his movement in a space adjacent to a hero. So he'll stop there, and then he'll perform a melee attack for 2 damage against the only available target, which is Fiona.
Good, because I would have been mad if he tried to hit Pookie.
I know. Well, everyone's a little too afraid of Pookie.
They should be.
Oh, absolutely. He's got very big, pointy, sharp
Yeah.
teeth.
There's a reason why that was my nickname.
Oh, yes. So, you're going to take 2 damage. So, would you like to just take 2
So there's
damage?
it's just a flat 2.
It's just
There's
a flat
no
2
chance to
damage.
it.
Now, if there was a momentum die in the momentum pool, you could burn it to reduce the damage by 2.
Okay.
You could also use your kite shield.
Oh, is this one of those things that
Ha-ha! A
with time?
sometimes ability.
It's time. Sometimes. It's not all the times. It's sometimes.
It's only some
right now. So when I'm attacked, I get +3,
Yes.
which means that I
3
would
damage
reduce
reduction.
that. Okay. I have a feeling the troll is probably going to try and whoop up on me.
The troll is going to try and whoop up on you.
So I'm going to wait.
All right.
I'm just going to take that 2 damage so that my hero over there has something to do next
Excellent.
round.
All right, go ahead and hand me those 2 hit points. They are gone forever. Well, not forever.
Okay. I see. I thought I
you-
was just like stacking it on.
Ah, no. We stack on the bad guys.
I'm gonna
Thematically, it's so that we can assign damage to the bad guys because that feels powerful.
Sure.
But then bad guys take things away from us.
Yeah, they're dirty.
And that feels like that gets you in the mindset of having to defend your hit points.
Super rude.
Because they're yours.
Yeah.
You already had them. You started the game with more of them, and now you have less.
Right. Right. There's no winning in D&D, but there is in the tavern.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of trolls, the troll is going to activate.
Bring it, troll.
The troll, what is he doing?
Get off your arse and fight. The nearest allied figure takes a free bonus turn following their
Arrow scheme.
arrow scheme.
So he tells this guy to take another turn, and his turn is this one: advance 4 spaces to a space adjacent to a hero. He's already adjacent to a hero, so he's not going to move.
Bring it.
And then he's going to punch you for 2.
Okay. Is that all of the trolls?
That is all of the trolls.
All right. So now I will burn the kite shield.
Excellent. The kite shield just goes on cooldown. Here are your 3 tokens.
A pow.
And there you go. At the end of the round, the goat moves. So the goat's going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces. And what's the goat doing?
The goat, it says, leak some holy water, advance, leap 3 on the route, and heal 2 on each adjacent hero.
Congratulations,
Wah,
Gurky.
wah.
You haven't taken any damage, so you don't heal anything. But the goat stepped on a yellow key, and what do yellow keys usually open?
Yellow boxes.
Yellow rooms, boxes, etc.
I guess they're hexes. to be fair.
Yellow hexes. So we get our first goblin arsonist.
And bandits number 3 and 4.
And bandits number 3 and 4. And I feel a little alone, all the way back there. All right. So, top of the round, each hero reduces their cooldowns by 1 on each of their abilities. I'm good.
Drink.
You have like all of the abilities on cooldown.
Drink.
So you get like massive
Drink.
cooldown removal.
So you just take one out of your
Oh, you
pile.
take
Yeah,
one
just
out of the
one
pile.
out of the pile. Of each pile. Okay. All right, Deirdre, can you roll those D6s, those purple ones, so we can see what the bad guys are going to do?
Do I also roll the beer goat now?
Yes,
All right.
because those are scheme dice which NPCs use, which is inclusive of bad guys and good guys. Okay, they're going to throw some tankards. Oh, that times the troll's really bad. Oh, and the arsonist is too.
Just got some great rolls for them.
And the goat's going to light things on fire again. Yay! Okay. So, I made our initiative bag, and we're going to see who's going first. Bandits. So they finally figured out that they were under attack. So they decided to start attacking.
No, they're smart bandits.
What are our bandits going to do? Luke, if you'd
Oh,
like.
sure. But I could hit one of those guys with this here tankard. Advance 3 towards the nearest space adjacent to a table and attack range 4.
Okay. So, a space on the table is adjacent to the table. Oh, by the way, when there are multiple bad guys, they will activate in ascending initiative order. So number 2 goes first, followed by 3, and then 4. Hence
That's a
the
good one.
numbers.
Okay.
So number 2, he's already on a table, so he'll stop there, and then he'll throw a tankard. Now, when a bad guy makes a ranged attack, they default to the closest person,
Bring
which
it.
happens to Fiona.
Yeah.
Fiona.
As long as it's not Pookie.
1 damage. It's sadness, really.
It's fine.
He hit you with that tankard.
I was trying to drink it.
Number 3 will now be activating. He can either go here or here, because both of these spots are adjacent to the table. Now, whenever there's a tie, the players choose, because it's assumed we're consummate professionals.
Sure.
We like go, haha, I bet you can't step left, or something like that. We throw out a taunt or trick them, otherwise trick them or guile them into doing what best benefits us.
Your mom knows what to do with the tanker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm taunting.
Boom. So he'll step closer to you, and we'll throw his tankard. Now, 1, 2, 3 spaces to the goat. 1, 2, 3 spaces to Fiona.
I just.
Kirky's a little too far away.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
want to
following.
eat that tankard?
Yeah.
Okay, eat that tankard. And then number 4 activates. We'll step here and step here.
Well, his mom
Unfortunately-
didn't know.
Yeah, his mom knew exactly how hard he could throw a tankard.
So would it be possible? Like they just stop at the closest?
With the least amount of movement to
'Cause they're
legally-
lazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I get it.
They're lazy and dumb. So when we are able to play on how dumb they are, they'll take the dumb action, but otherwise they'll default to the lazy action. Steps here, throws a tankard at the goat, because the goat is a hero. So the goat loses its first of 20 health. So we're doing a pretty good job. You're doing a great job tanking all of this damage.
It's what I'm good at.
Exactly. Zot goes next. Let's see what Pookie's going to do.
Let's go, Pookie.
Pookie. A rampage would be good. Or big, sharp, pointy teeth. Or, ooh, that works. So Pookie needs Zot. Teleport Zot to Pookie's space.
Yeah, there you go.
Vwam. Hi, guys. I'm now suddenly the wizard in front. I could have also teleported Pookie to my space instead. But this,
I'm surprised
this
it's not a benign transportation.
there will be options for that later. But for this demo, not so much. So I'm here. Hi, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wizard walk. And I'm going to go 1... I'm just going to get away from the guy. Because this is that's a good spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like this spot next to Gurky and the beer goat. Because of course I like being next to the beer goat.
Jeez.
So my wizard walk allows me to leap 5. And then add a die to the pool. Because the wizard is all about flashy displays of power.
Right.
I will then immediately take that die and throw out a lightning bolt, because of course lightning arcs around corners. And instead of shooting lightning in a straight line, I'm going to shoot it in a curvy line that affects as many people as possible.
Yeah, sure.
So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll hit all 3 of these guys with my lightning bolt. Ooh, explosion. So that's 4. 5 damage to each. So 5 damage to 3, 4, and 1. 1 has a point of armor, so he'll actually only take 4 damage.
So 3.
3, 4. And then the arsonist over here. Oh, you need another 5. Here you go. All right. Well, that was good. I am now entirely on cooldown and have used all of my cool abilities. All right. So that's Zot. Deirdre.
All right. I'd like to start with my quick action. The goddess does not hesitate.
Yes.
And I want to use my leap to just leap onto
You can share the table with Pookie. Pookie does not occupy space.
the table, and that also heals 2 to myself or any adjacent ally, so I can heal 2 to Fiona.
Oh, yay! Fiona heals 2. All right. That was a quick action.
My hero.
And then for my other action, I'd like to use Beacon of Hope. It's a burst attack
Ooh.
into...
And it looks like you can hit Fiona and the bandit or me and the bandit.
I think I'd like to hit Fiona and the bandit.
Looks good.
So you and each hero in the affected area receive HP shield 1.
Yay!
Nice.
So that's a point of future armor to a later attack.
And then the damage on...
Is assigned to the bandit. Because we're professional. You tell Fiona to not take the damage, basically.
You could have said that to me when
There
I
you
was
go.
taking the damage.
So you generate a momentum die, and you deal 2 damage to number 2, which I think defeats him.
Boop. Yeah.
Da-na-na-na. I think Deirdre actually has defeated both of the bandits so far.
Yeah.
You're very on point for those
Mopping it
coup de
up.
grace.
For sure.
That was one action, and your quick action. You have another action available to you.
And since I just
Yeah, that's on
used that...
cooldown. Yep.
Since I just used that for a cooldown, I'll just use Catch Your Breath to remove one of these from that.
All right. Looks good. Gurky. Gurky.
I think I'm gonna catch my breath twice.
Okay.
So I can get that back. For
Now
next
you're going to
time.
lose one of these at the start of the turn of the next turn
wait, yeah,
anyway,
that's
so
right.
you should
I
just
might
do it
catch
the
my
one
breath
time.
once. And
You can always just take a normal move to get yourself into a better position.
yeah, I'll just do that. So I
Okay.
move 4. I'll go here.
The rogue's like, I don't know about that. All right. The arsonist activates. What's the arsonist going to do?
Nothing burns like venturers. Leap 2 forward. Wench's beer goat.
Oh,
Wrench's
the wrench.
and attack
yes.
range 2.
All right, so he's going to leap towards the goat because he's got his eyes on the prize. So he jumps up onto the table, and what does he do next?
That's an attack range 2.
Uh-oh. So attack at range 2, that's you, Gurky, because you are the closest to targets. And it looks like you're going to take 4 damage.
Ooh.
Owies! Your tiny little body.
Wait.
Here you go. Give me that 5. You've got 4.
Keep those, take the 5.
There we go. That's not good. The troll will now activate. What is the troll going to do, Luke?
Oh. He is going to move forward towards the wrench's head.
Towards Wrench's beer goat.
My bad. And then burst attack for 3.
Uh-oh. Let's see. It's onto the table, and then right here next to me and you.
Ooh.
And then he can't walk through us. This is bad. Unfortunately, the big guys, don't focus on the nearest hero. They're a little more intelligent. They focus on the prize.
Okay.
So he's going to do a burst, and that hits me and you for 3 damage each.
Does
oh
it
no!
hit the? Do they have friendly fire?
They do not. They are unfortunately smart enough not to light themselves on fire unless they specifically say otherwise.
Fair.
Question
Yes.
about the burst attack, because I can see on the pattern it's all around the square, and I do see that, well, me and Pookie are on a table. We are within.
Oh,
the
you
burst
are!
attack.
Sorry about that. I saw Pookie and neglected you. So yes, you too also got attacked. Fortunately, you have a point of damage reduction there, and you have an ability very similar to Fiona's kite shield.
Where the goddess protects me, so I can take 2 damage reduction for that attack. So
Yes.
I think I'll just take that and lose
No damage whatsoever. Owies! Deirdre's playing fair. Points out when she's being attacked.
Well, that's the point of the game, right?
Fiona,
So,
help us!
so
I mean, we're doing okay-ish.
yeah. So I'll let's see.
There's going to be a lot more fire on the board real soon, if that helps you with your decision making.
Well, we've got. Let's see. The problem is that you're in that little bubble there too.
Yeah, I am. I'm right here.
So what I'll do is I'll move next to.
You want to get in the thick of it?
Of course. It's just a matter of like making sure that there. I guess I'll just move right up next to bandit number 3.
All
So
right.
that's one action.
2. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
And then with the second action, I'll use the best defense and all that
Okay.
to remove this, which will
Good.
come over here, and do. I need one of the hit
More
die.
yellow dice. Would you like to take the momentum die too?
I think that I'm gonna leave it.
Oh, for damage reduction for us?
Maybe, or for
Aw,
myself, one or the
thank
other.
you.
And see
Oh,
if I
who
can
are you
add to
attacking?
it. I was gonna attack the arsonist.
The arsonist. So the arsonist takes another 1 because he has a point of armor.
Mm-hmm. And I only got 1 little lightning bolt, so that's not enough to.
It is not
to
enough,
build up another one.
unfortunately.
So that's the end of my turn.
And that's the end of the round. So the beer goat smashes through the wall. 1, 2, 3. Laying down a trail of fire behind him. Thank you. And spawning the last room of bad guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's like, it's getting quite ahead of us. We better catch up to him.
Now, is there anything that would have stopped us from going through the door before the goat?
Yes, we cannot open the doors. We are literally using the goat as the battering ram.
Okay.
All right. So I will remind us that we only need to all be in this room to have successfully escorted the goat out of the building. All of us. Not the rabbit. The rabbit doesn't care. But all of the player heroes need
What's
to
a
get into
rabbit?
that room. Oh, Pookie.
Oh, Pookie's a rabbit?
Yes, he is.
Wow, you did
He's
know
a very
that.
violent rabbit. So, cooldown. So everyone removes a cooldown marker from each of their abilities on cooldown. And probably panics and runs into the other room. Deirdre, can you roll those here? Gerke, you take the top 2. Deirdre, take the bottom 2.
Oh, I forgot that I have a
Yes.
quick action. I could
Oh, you have a
used
quick
the-
action. Would you like to?
I mean, at this
It's
point...
more fun to use it when there's fire on the field.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Those are some aggressive bad guys. All right. So we start off with Deirdre.
All right.
We're both almost dead, but if one of us dies, I get to show the last feature of the game.
Well,
So I'm not that torn up about it.
What he's saying is let him die.
Yes.
I think I want to use the last charge of this quick action
All right.
to leap 3 and heal 2 to an ally. And
You gonna go help Gerke there?
yeah, I want to leap.
That looks like a good spot.
Heal.
And heal 2. Congratulations! You are much healthier than you were.
And I think I would also like to move up to this bandit.
Okay. Do.
And for my last action, use just a basic attack.
Okay. A basic attack. I will point out, when you did your leap, you could have just leapt over Zot and Gerke and then landed here and have 2 actions available to you.
That is some good planning. I did not think of that one.
No
but it's
problem.
fine.
You do 1 damage to the bandit? Or,
Yes.
yes. All right. So Bandit 4 takes 1. He has a hit point left. And that was your 2 actions.
Yes.
All right. Oh, yes, that was your 2 actions. The bandits attack. So, bandit number 3 activates first, and he's going to attack Fiona for 2 damage. And the hit point shield. Good job. Bandit number 4 is going to attack, and hey, look, there's Deirdre right there. So, Deirdre, you will take 2 damage. Bandit 5 is next to the goat, so the goat takes 2.
What does a mechanized goat sound like?
That's a great question. Do you have a suggestion?
Yeah, let me think about it.
Okay. The goat takes 2, which is sad for the goat. Number 6 climbs up onto the table and attacks the goat for 2. And number 7, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. It's the same either way. Goes here and attacks the goat for 2. The goat has 13 health left. The arsonist goes next. What's the arsonist doing? Is it really bad?
It's the same thing as last round. Nothing burns like ventures. Leap 2 toward Wrench's beer goat.
Okay, so he's going to leap towards Wrench's beer goat. Now, there are 2 legal spots for him to end up, but one has a trap, so he'll avoid the trap. So he goes 1, 2.
I thought you said that if they were stupid, we made sure that they always hit the stupid.
They have at least a little bit of self-preservation.
Okay.
And he can attack either Deirdre or Gerke. Who would like to get hit for 4?
I think I can take that damage.
All right.
Do you want to reduce it?
Oh,
I'm-
yes. You could reduce it.
You are the healer.
Yeah, I could reduce it.
All right, you reduce it by 2. So you only take 2 damage. Fiona, the first of the adventure. No, Deirdre acted first.
Yeah.
The second the best.
And so you can't move through hexes that have enemies,
Enemies.
but you can move through hexes that have friendlies.
Yes.
However, if I were to move through through one of the fire spaces,
You would take
I would
damage.
take damage. So, in order to avoid the fire, but also kind of get the goat into a little bit better space,
Yes.
I think what I would like to do is move 1, 2, Well, so I've got to charge. But I can't.
Yes, but you do have a move 5.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
So
was
1, 2, because
1,
unfortunately
2.
there's a table right there.
Yeah,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4. Yeah, it's probably good enough.
5.
Uh-huh. And then with the fight me,
Yes.
for the quick action, range 4, pull 3.
All right. Who are you
So
pulling?
that gives me the range of 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically I can grab any of them.
Basically.
And does the bandit that is in the path, it doesn't impede the goat.
No, it does not.
We just all need to be in there by the time the goat reaches
Yes.
the destination. However,
I mean, the goat will wait at the door.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Why aren't you
Okay.
here yet? And
Gotcha.
the bandits will probably beat on it.
okay. So then, in that case, I would like to, and I don't have to pull the full 4.
You don't have to pull
Or
the
the
full
full
3,
three.
no.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll pull the. I want the troll, but at the same time, you know what? Actually, let's get rid of the arsonist.
Okay. So the
So
arsonist
pull
pulls
1.
Boom.
Take your 3
takes
damage.
3 damage. So the arsonist will actually take 2 because of the armor he has, and then he's right adjacent to you.
Right. So let
And
me drop
I
my
believe you have
cooldowns
one
here.
more action available.
I do. And that will be a flat, just a standard attack, because there's no real point in charging. I might need that movement
Yes.
soon. So,
So a happy standard attack. Let's see a lightning bolt. That's what we're. Oh, 2 damage.
2 damage.
So that's another 1. He's so close.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right. Zot, Pookie, save the day. We need you. Pookie's going to do a number 2. Pookie is charging. He's going to leap 5 and then do a melee attack for 1 yellow die. And I think which one's this guy? Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pookie will leap onto the table and attack number 4, and see if we can get a lightning bolt out of the deal. Aww. But it is enough to defeat him, because 6 plus 1 is usually 7.
Usually.
Frequently it's 7.
But not always.
True. Let's see. Oh, I could be clever. Okay, I'm clever.
You might as well.
I'm going to use a bolt of force on the troll and the arsonist
Good.
for 2 yellow dice.
And
And
some
the bolt of
push.
force happens to push the arsonist, which happens to be right into fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, with explosions and a
Boom.
momentum die.
And a momentum.
So that's 2, 3, 4 damage. So number 2 takes 4. 9. Oh, so close.
Beefy troll.
So he's get pushed 1 and then can't progress because he can't end his turn on
Right.
another one.
And he takes no extra damage
And
for
takes
hitting
no
the
extra
wall.
damage for hitting the wall. Unfortunately, I'm not Gog, the half ogre.
Sure.
And then the arsonist gets pushed into the fire. Also took 4 damage.
Takes the 4,
And,
well, 3. 'cause
takes
of
the
armor.
3 because of the armor.
And then fires
And
another
then
additional
fires
2.
for more, but actually was dead before he even hit the
Yeah.
fire. So that trap is still there.
Leave the fire.
All right. That's my first action. My second action is just going to be to walk into the room. Doo-doo. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's rush, guys. Oh, Gurky.
Okay.
Let's go, Gurks.
All right. So my normal move ignores the fire, right?
It does.
Okay.
You just vault right over it.
It's
So-
your
like
red
a sneaky
hair.
little.
It is. I'm
It is the
already
red
on
hair.
fire.
You are already kissed by fire.
So I'm gonna do that and go 1, 2. I'll go the other way.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't believe you can leap over the troll, unfortunately.
Oh wait, I thought that was an
But you can get up on the
ally,
table.
You can
I
get up onto the
I
table
will
right
get
there.
Up on the table.
Good stuff.
And then, I think I'm gonna use my ranged attack.
Ranged attack. All of these bandits are adjacent to an ally because they're adjacent to the goat.
Okay.
Who would you like to hit? Ooh.
Oh, I'll go for number 6.
Number 6. Looks like he's taking 3. Roll that one again.
This one?
Yep. The explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And 4. Good stuff. And that's your 2 actions. And then last but not least, the troll is like, oh, everyone's really far away. Now, the troll has an interesting predicament. He wants to stand next to the goat, but there's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only legal place for him to move to, so he does. Doot. And he swings for a mighty 3 damage to both me and Gurky. Uh-oh. But wait! We get to flip over to our wounded side and get a fresh set of hit points. Yay! And a new ability. Gurky is extra special because what do you do when you flip over?
Feign death.
Exactly. So, read the ability, the
Okay.
immediate ability.
After you're wounded, remove Gurky from the board and all of the cooldown cards. And then return Gurky to the board adjacent to any figure at the start of his turn.
All right, so you're not even there anymore. You just disappeared. Like, you know, a rogue would when he takes scary amounts of damage. And then this troll goes 1... would we like him to go next to Fiona or Deirdre?
Fiona.
Fiona, 2, and then hits Fiona for 3.
Thank you. Kite shield.
Kite shield. And there you go. And then the goat moves 3 spaces and is on the X with fire behind him. Doot, doot, and 3 damage to number 7.
All
There
right.
you go. And I think that's about where we've run out of time.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say is we finished off that turn, and you can see that what we have left is just to go ahead and get all of our bodies into the room.
This room.
We can assume that that's exactly what we would do, and this next one is just sprint it out and not even worry about damage anybody else, because Monsieur Goat has only taken a smidge.
Yep.
And obviously
We took a lot of hits for that mechanical beast.
Yeah, and obviously our healer is amazing, so we don't need to worry about the goat going down. So yeah, I think that's a good place for us to stop. But you guys got to see how engaging this game can be very quickly, and I really like the systems that allow the NPCs to kind of have a random AI.
Yes.
And the Pogs I really like, because I run random initiative in D&D.
Yes.
Because I feel
Very
like it
good.
keeps people more
It
engaged.
definitely does, because you don't know, you can make plans, but you don't know when you can enact those plans.
Exactly. So along with that, this is very good to keep the game fresh and interesting. I thank you very much for coming and showing us. And now you're running demos of this, right?
Yes. So
Where?
this is we are at booth, I believe, 609. We're at the start of the 600 row.
Okay.
Right next to Fantasy Flight Games and
Right.
Cool Mini or Not. We have signups for this demo because we only have 2 tables and they only have limited seats. And usually those signups are completely filled up for the entire day in the first about an hour, hour and a half of the hall opening.
Mm-hmm.
Basically after everyone runs in, buys their stuff, and then comes back and is like, okay, now we got to sign up for the
Right.
other stuff.
So get there early while the other people are in line.
Exactly. We don't have anyone signing up from a prior day, so all slots are only available that day for that day.
Yeah, so get in there early and get that done.
Exactly.
And then go get in line for things. Or send a significant other.
There you go.
Or
split the party.
Yeah.
This is one of the times that it's acceptable to split the party.
Oh, I think it's always acceptable. I think it's always acceptable.
Someone's the GM.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing is I actually like my players to feel safe enough to know that they can do that, and that it's up to them whether or not
They
it's
make
a
it
bad
a bad
idea.
decision.
Exactly. So, but this scenario is good enough that even like there was no fear from them to get away from me as the tank.
Yes.
I also didn't have any real fear to not be directly next to the healer because there's a lot of mobility in this, which is great. Because it makes you feel like you still have agency to do things regardless of where you're. Like, there was no point in this where any of us felt like, oh no, I'm way too far away from this thing. And we even saw Pookie has the teleportation thing, which brings.
I mean, if
Zot
Pookie
closer.
didn't bring me in, I do have a one shot. I have the ability to leap 5 at a cost.
Yeah.
But I can get there. We definitely wanted players to be able to do a little bit of solo, but to be able to fairly easily come to the aid of someone else when they bite off more than they can chew.
Right. Nothing felt out of bounds
Yes.
So that's really wonderful. I'm sad that we didn't get to push something into a fireplace.
True.
Because this end really put a lot, like these bandits really wanted to make sure there was a lot of fireplaces.
There are so many fireplaces
Yeah.
at this tavern.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is
very
actually
toasty
historically
tavern.
accurate. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's historically accurate though. So, no air conditioning, lots of fire.
Exactly.
Good, jolly old England. So, thank you for coming to run this thing. I'm going to try and get by early in the morning and sign up. What time does it open for you to sign
the
up?
first game starts at 10:30. Sign-ups are open as soon as the hall opens.
Which is?
10.
Okay. So, we're going to have to sneak my name onto it because I have to be here at 10.
Oh,
But
no.
that's okay. I did get to play a little bit. Why don't you guys go ahead and say goodbye? You can say who you are, and if you do Instagram or Twitter or anything like that, feel free to let people know where to follow you, because you're doing cool stuff like video production all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I actually do play Dungeons & Dragons on our TV teacher's show, Bill Allen, and you can see D&D with high school students, where I also play as a different fighter, and I also have an Instagram at ArtMiyagi for art things.
For art things, like her
Art
cheeks.
things.
My name is Luke. You can find me on Instagram at Luke Palisard. I'm also in a band. You can find that at Freakwilibrium if you want to.
That's a great name.
All
Thank
right.
Who gave it to you?
My mother.
Aw.
Now it's sweet.
All right, and that wraps up this. It is obviously a early version of it. We're going to be bringing it out hopefully in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a bleeding edge beta version of the game.
It looks, I mean, even still, like, the pieces look very good. Like, you can tell that it's not the final product of things. There's a little bit of the pixelation along, like, the words and stuff like
Yes.
that, which is obviously going to get cleaned up. So when you do come and play it, you know, keep all that in mind. That is a beta. This is going to be great.
Oh.
I'm excited about it. So thanks for coming in and hanging out with us.
Thank you for hosting.
Absolutely. And I am Rudy. You can find me on all the things at Rudy Woot. And don't forget to tune back in here tomorrow to the Gen Con studio and see what awesome stuff we're running tomorrow all day. All right? So have a wonderful evening. We're signing off here from Gen Con. Toodles!